Okay, so yeah, now right into the topic of the video, or let's say the name of the video, the special event for the McLaren Senna. So as you can see, I have progressed a little bit, but unfortunately it was like I said at the beginning of this series, unfortunately it is impossible to do this series without spending a bunch of money and a bunch of gold. And as you can see, I need to do some more upgrades. I have done 7 upgrades and I have spent around $7,100 only for the first upgrades. So imagine what you have to spend with the further upgrades that you need to do to this car. And as you can see, 80 gold in here, 75, 155. This is 215 golds, and this one 70, 285, 285 golds only for the second upgrades for engine, drivetrain, body, and suspension. Then I have exhaust, brakes, and tires, which are even more gold, 70, 120, and 180 gold. So basically it's impossible to win this car unless you had at least 500 to 600 gold, maybe even more, to be able to finish that. But there is a trick that I'm going to share with you, and obviously I'm going to try to use this trick, although this is not unfortunately this is not possible again if you don't own a lot of gold. So basically here we have an option to skip this gold for 25 gold. Which means then I have 2 more days to race, which is 5 events in here, or 5 golds in here and 5 golds in here. And basically if you have enough gold, you can skip these golds by buying them with the gold that you have, and you are going to be able to win the car. But you have to keep in mind that this gold in here, for example, costs 25 gold, but this doesn't mean that the events on the other days are going to cost 25. They definitely are going to cost even more. Maybe we'll begin with 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, and so on. So basically in this way also you need a bunch of gold to spend to be able to win the car. So basically this is a matter of adjusting where do you want to spend the gold that you own, and at the end to be able to win the car. Because if for example I spend the car to upgrade the car, I'm not going to be able to go to 73.4 PR. So basically I'm going to spend the gold and then I'm going to get stuck because I will need more gold to do the other events. So basically with this way I know for sure, by upgrading the car, I know for sure that I'm not going to be able to win this car. And the thing that I don't know, because I don't know how much the other events will cost just to skip them, basically I can try and risk this, I mean spend these 281 golds that I have, and hope that by skipping these events will not cost me more than 281 golds. So basically this is more or less like buying directly the car, but anyway you are going to be able to keep the upgrades that you have already done, and also you are going to I think that you are going to spend anyway less money by buying this gold than less gold. You are going to spend less gold to buy the events that you are going to spend for buying the car, if you want to buy the car directly with gold. At least this is my opinion. So yeah, here we go then. Let's see how many the other goals will cost. I will get a bonus for finishing the goal 4, I think. Stage 3 complete. Oh no, it give me money. Give me some gold. Okay, 15. Only 15, bro. Shoot, I was hoping it would give me a little bit more, but anyway, it's something. So let's see, next stage will open tomorrow, and tomorrow we will see how much the next goals or events will cost us to skip them with gold. But I am pretty sure that they will cost more than I currently have, so I definitely need to play a little bit more and earn as much gold as possible, so I'm going to be able to win this car. Since we began this event, then it's I think that it's better to try and take it to the end, although we are going to lose a bunch of gold and a bunch of money. But I think that this car is worth spending all those money. I just hope that I have enough gold and money till the end of this special event, so at least I can win the car and not waste all this gold for nothing. Because the bad thing about this method that I'm telling you is that if you don't have enough gold at the end to buy the event and you will not get the car, these gold are all lost. You don't have a way to get them back. But if you use the method to upgrade the car, at least at the end of the event, even if you don't buy the car or you don't manage to get the car, at least the upgrades that you have done to the car will always remain there, which means that whenever you are going to be able to get the car, you're going to be able to get the car with those upgrades that you have done into this special event. So in this way, this means that if you upgrade the car with gold, you are going to spend more gold, but obviously you have at least you have the upgrades there when you get the car. But if you use this method to buy the events, or let's say to skip the events, and at the end you are not going to have gold to skip the last event, this means that you are not going to get the car, but also means that you are going to lose all the gold that you used to buy these events, or to skip these events. So keep this in mind. This is very important, and do your own calculation with the current gold that you may have. For me, I know for sure that this gold is not going to be enough, so the thing I'm going to do, I'm going to play with endurance races, I mean with endless kilometers, and I will try to do at least one play today of 500 kilometers and one play tomorrow, maybe 500, maybe a little bit less, a little bit more. But the more you do, this means that the more money and the more gold I'm going to be able to win, and so increase the chances of getting this car. So at the end, I was right from the beginning. These special events will eat your money and will eat your gold, and in most of them you are not going to be able to win the cars because you will need to have at least a lot of gold, because the money is a little bit easier to get, but the gold is very very hard to get into the game, into this game, at least on a regular way, because if you decide to cheat, then you can have all the gold and cars and everything that you want. So what should we do next? That was for the special event. Okay, we used the car for the online multiplayer. We have this one here. Okay, I think we can get 0.7 or 0.8. Let's call it this way. If I had not begun this special event with MCLaren Senna, I would have used the gold to upgrade this car, the FXXK, because the upgrades during these special events are with 30% off. So yeah, maybe I could have bought some of the upgrades with a nice discount. But now, since I began the MCLaren Senna, I don't want to waste the gold into this car, because anyway, although this is a very good car, unfortunately we don't have too many championships where we can play with this one. So yeah, at this point I'm trying to get the Senna instead of this one, instead of upgrading this one. Let's call it this one. Why the heck did you break that much? Okay, we couldn't do it this time. We shall try it. One more lap. Come on. Shoot. Okay, the time is a little bit faster, but we need 0.7. Now we need 0.6. 0.6 of a second to be a quicker, so we can get to the next tier. And we get, what was it, 18 gold? I forgot. 18 or 20? Okay, let's just focus a little bit on the race and then we'll see how much we can win. Oh, come on, fucking really? Oh no, don't slide, bro. Oh no, come on. Nope, I cannot catch that. Well, let's just not waste the car and do the last retry. Come on. And we do this. No fucking way, bro. Shoot. I lost 0.2 of a second there. Oh my god, why did you break that much, bro? Ah, shoot. Okay, didn't get it this time, but yet we still have a chance to get to the next tier because more days will pass, more people will join, and if those people get a worse time than yours, then we're going to progress into the tiers, because obviously the time, I think it's the average that the users will get, but anyway, we shall see. And maybe, oh shoot, we need only 0.28 seconds to get from E to D. Oh, and we go from 18 gold to 25 gold. Nice. Oh, holy shoot. 5 more days to go. Yeah, yeah, maybe we can pull this off after 5 days, keeping on trying and trying and trying. So yeah, that was it. So much for the special event. Unfortunately, yeah, I wanted to do this just to warn you guys. Obviously, if you have begun already this championship and you don't own at least 300 gold or maybe 400, it would be even better. Then you better not progress, or if you just want to upgrade the car, so when you buy the car you will get it with the upgrades, but you have to keep in mind that with less than 300 golds and less than at least $1 million, you are not going to be able to win this special event. So keep this in mind. Unfortunately, it's not possible, so again, make sure that you have at least 400 gold. So if you don't want to play, you can skip the event. So maybe, because I don't know, again, I don't know how much will cost to skip the events progressing, because obviously they will get a little bit higher in gold price. So that's why I say you need at least 400 gold. So yeah, make sure to keep this in mind, so you don't waste your gold and money into this car and at the end not winning it. So basically this is the most important thing to know, I think, in my opinion. Right then, so now I'm going to begin an endless kilometer endurance races. And since we are here, let me just do it live here for you guys, so you can see it at least when we get to the oh my god, 300 kilometers. This means I have to do at least 300 kilometers, otherwise I won't be able to win. So yeah, let's just do that. Come on. Okay, let's activate the manager and the agent, so we get double of the bonus. Also, we need to turn all the assists off because we don't need any of them. So now we're going to try and get to the perpetual point live, which is the first time I've ever done this. Hopefully I can pull this off, because if I don't do that and if I don't go at least 300 kilometers, then I'm not going to win anything. I'm not going to get the bonuses that I activated with the manager and the agent. So definitely this is a very high risk that I am taking right now, but let's hope that we can achieve that. And tomorrow also I will do this, I will try and do this again, because or at least I have 40% more fame for the first race. So the first race I'm going to do there is going to be this one. So at the end I'm going to get 40% more fame paid into this race, which means that with more fame I'm going to be able to level up a little bit oh my god, come on, a little bit faster. So with the leveling up, obviously we're going to be able to get a little bit of gold. And yeah, as I always said, for this race you need to be very fast at the beginning, but also you need to be as fast as possible, which means fast but not crashing like I did there. I didn't pay too much attention, and this is important because we don't need to ruin the car, because by ruining the car we will have less grip, we will have less maximum speed, top speed. So this means that the perpetual point will be even further if we don't go fast enough. So that's why it's important to be very careful at the beginning, and once you have gotten into the perpetual point, into this race, at least with this car, then it's pretty easy to keep the pace, because then you don't need to be as fast as now. You just need to keep the pace, let's call it this way. You can even crash, you can have 2 major crashes during the race and you are going still to be able to regain the time if you are careful enough, obviously. So yeah, so we are 7 kilometers. Usually if all goes well into this race, usually the perpetual point comes around 15 to 20 kilometers. If you do bad, then you will get to the perpetual point maybe bad, or let's say less good. You will have the perpetual point over 20 kilometers. So yeah, the faster and careful you drive at the beginning, the sooner you will get to the perpetual point. So yet again, this is why it's so important to be careful and fast at the beginning of this race. Okay, here we don't care too much because they are slow anyway, so it doesn't really matter if you go outside of the track. The important thing is to get as fast as possible into the straight that comes after that. That is the most important thing. And I need to scratch my nose. Shoot. Ow. God. And I am in the middle of the turn. Ow, shoot. Hope I don't crash. Come Come on, come. Oh, shoot. Fine. Okay. I lost a little bit of time there, but it doesn't really matter at this point. Come on. Do this. Get the mouse out of the way. Shoot. Come on. Oh. Hopefully some guys that have commented for this race can see this video, because this is the first time I'm doing it live. I have shown you guys on some of my other videos, but they were on a recorded session. So now I can show you live how you drive and how to get to the perpetual point, because I had at least a couple of my subscribers that told me that they could not get to the perpetual point with this car into this track. So I don't know how they have driven their car, but as you can see, I'm not driving very well, and hopefully we'll get to the perpetual point. But I don't think that I have done major crashes, at least till now, so I think we'll get to it pretty soon. So yeah, we got third place now, so I think that around 17 to 20 kilometers we will get to that point. I just cut a little bit here so we can get faster here. This is the most important one, getting faster out of the turn, not going fast into the turn. This is one important thing that you need to know about racing games and racing lines. The speed which you enter the turn is less important than the speed getting out of the turn and into a straight section. So yeah, keep this in mind and focus more getting out of the turn than getting fast into a turn. So this is important. And oh my god, he ruined my car. No freaking way. No freaking way, bro. Now my car goes like at least 10 kilometers less in the top speed, and obviously I have a little bit less traction or handling. Shoot, bro, come on, with just that tapping. That's another important thing that I have mentioned several times through my videos. You have to be of the bots. You have to be careful of the bots, especially in the endurance races, because if you touch them, they will be very aggressive. And I think I touched the guy there when I cut the corner, so he ran right into me, or maybe he ran into me because I cut the corner. But anyway, they seem easy, but in fact they are not so easy. Okay, oh, 19 kilometers. I see 3 cars, so yeah, I think we have gotten to the perpetual point. I just passed these guys. Oh, and I bunched up. Let's see if we... Oh no! This is bad. Come on. Come on. Yeah, and I think I have not done too good, because I'm already at 20 kilometers, and yeah, we have gotten to the perpetual point. As you see now, the bots are much near to each other and are in packs of 3 usually. So yeah, oh my god, this is a relief, because I didn't drive too good, to tell you the truth, and obviously that bot has destroyed my car. So now unfortunately for me, the car doesn't have the top speed that it needs to have, and obviously doesn't have the handling that it had at the beginning. But anyway, it's possible to keep the pace and go for... Oh my god, now I have to do at least 300 kilometers to get the first place. because the first place was a guy that had done 300.6 kilometers. So now I am I am forced to do at least 301 kilometers into this game to be able to get to first place, because this is important, because if you don't get to first place, you will lose the bonus from the agent and the manager. This is the most important thing that you need to keep in mind if you are trying to do this. Oh, you know what? Maybe this can be one reason why those guys have not won into this race, because it has happened to me also. For example, I haven't paid attention to the first guy when the game begins, right before you get into the track. You get the list of the times, or in this case of the kilometers, that you need to beat to be able to gain. For example, first place, you need to do 20 kilometers to beat first place, you need to do 16 kilometers to beat second place, and so on. So since other people are using this track, this means that it may happen that you get a guy that have done too many kilometers, like it has happened to me. The first guy on my list had done 300 kilometers, so maybe you guys have not paid attention to the first place and have begun playing, and you have surrendered before managing to pass the first place. So it has happened to me on the past, because after a while you lose track on if you have passed all the bots or not. So yeah, you have to keep this in mind also. This is very important. You have to beat first place to be able to get all the bonuses that you can, because if you get second place you will get any bonus. So yeah, even though you may do 1,000 kilometers, if first place when you entered had done 1,001 kilometers, this means that you will not gain the bonuses that you will get by getting into first place. Obviously you will get the money for second place, but you will lose all the bonuses, the daily bonuses, for example, if you have one active, or you will lose the bonus from the manager and the agent, and obviously the manager and the agent will take like a couple of days to be active again. So yeah, that's one other important aspect of these races. And I am on 80 seconds on the clock, 30 kilometers. Okay, I've done 10% of what I need to do today, but yeah, maybe I will go even more than 300 kilometers, because I need a lot of gold to be able to get the Senna. At this point I don't want to lose the chance, since I have spent a little bit of time and obviously a lot of money to upgrade that car. So at this point I want to get this one, because I think that maybe with a little bit of luck I'm going to be able to get it with 300 golds. It's going to be difficult, but it's definitely possible. Right then, so yeah, to do 300 kilometers it will take me a lot of time. So yeah, I don't want to keep you guys, and what I do is play like 20 minutes or maybe 30 minutes, then do a break of 5 to 10 minutes and then keep on playing again. So yeah, it will take me several hours to get to where I want to get. So I don't want to keep you guys, and yeah, obviously I'm going round in circles right now, so definitely I'm going to get bored, and you are going to get bored even more than I am. So I think we're going to end the stream here. As always, before we go away guys, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, also turn on notifications so you never miss one of my new videos, and also stay tuned for the giveaways that are coming up, and don't forget to invite your friends, family, and other people, so they will have a chance to win the games that I'm going to give away for PC. But most importantly, if you invite them to subscribe, that will be very good for me, because then I will be able to get to 1,000 subscribers and begin monetizing my videos, because If some of you guys don't know already, I'm not gaining anything from these videos, unfortunately for me. I'm just losing money at this aspect, but obviously we're having fun together. But as far as money goes, I'm not gaining anything from my channel, so I need to get at least 1000 subscribers to be able to gain anything. I say this because if we manage to get to 1000 subscribers and I begin to monetize my videos, then I'm going to use the money that I gain from the channel to buy some more games for you guys and do more giveaways, maybe more better giveaways, obviously, because yeah, I'm going to be able to do that with the money that YouTube gives me. So yeah, I can gain more and you guys can also gain something, a little something in return, obviously, so we can help each other out, let's call it this way. Right, enough rambling about. Thanks very much for watching again, guys, and yeah, as always, catch you on the next one. Bye bye.